go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Tracey Brown, Tracey Brown. Tracey Brown Live. Tracey Brown Live. Tracey Brown. Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live.
My favorite symbol is the tree of everything. Hi everyone. Oh wait, I don't think you're. Oh, Johnny. Start over. Hi YouTube. We're gonna try this again. I apologize. I just had a glitch in the system, and I had to talk to Verizon, but then I couldn't reach them because I had a glitch in the system. So how about that for having problems? Mercury retrograde problems. How's everyone doing? Come on, work with me. Good, good, good. Let me just see if I can get some noise in here. Get some noise in here. Hi Instagram, how are you today? Good, good, good. They're telling my followers that I am nearby. Let me put my glasses on so I can see. I hate my glasses. I hate wearing glasses. I never wanted to wear glasses. Will you wear your AirPods? No, Carol, because it'll definitely interfere with hearing the caller. So, no AirPods. Just let me see if we got some sound through the AirPod.
Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live.
That is just so you all can hear the caller, okay? Now let me see, where's she at? Let me just call her, it's easier. Hi, Lucille. Built for tough. You go, girl. Hi, Trenton. Trelton. All right, she's not answering. I'm going to take the next caller, and then when she contacts me, then
Please leave your message.
All right. It's my fault. I'm so behind schedule at this point. Text me when you're ready. Take the next caller. I know, I hear that the volume is too low, but I don't think I can mix the two together. Let me see, volume is too low, but this is attached to this. All right, this is attached to this. Zoe's not connected. My iPods are not connected. All right, I'll try it. Even though I didn't charge it. Nope. Get out of. Oh, iPad. Yes. No. X.
Whew,
I'm really trying, guys. Oh, okay. I got like 100% on these things. We just try one for now. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? I think I lost all my clients because Verizon didn't do what they needed to do. Let me see if I can contact her another way. Hi, Chi baby. Hi. You're loud and clear? Oh, so I guess I can configure all this stuff. So confusing. All right. Well, good. I'm glad you guys can hear me. Let's put this away. Yes, yes, yes. Good girl. Call me. Yes. Thank you, sweetie.
Orange textbook, Tiffany. Incoming call.
Tiffany.
Hey,
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
I'm
I'm so jealous. You're in the beach, drinking coconut.
Oh, girl, don't be jealous. No, don't be jealous. I didn't take the tourist route. So it's not like I'm having the experience of a tourist. That means all inclusive, right? Everything's there. That you leave the hotel, the beach is right there, right?
Right.
So I'm in an apartment. I'm in the neighborhood.
Oh, so you're where the residents are, basically.
Basically. And my dumb ass did not get a car.
Oh.
Because my dumb ass was thinking like a tourist.
Right. I mean, I did say on the our group, I did mention a hotel, and it's really beautiful. The only problem is if you go over there, you won't have that much service.
Phone service.
I mean, maybe you will because you're Verizon, but you know, my friend father, he has T-Mobile, and he has absolutely no service.
Yeah. Well, look what Verizon did to me today. You know, they were like, you didn't pay your bill. And I was like, I did. Because you know how you have to check off everything? I was like, I did. And then they were like, well, this is what you owe, and it's due 6/23. And then it was a chat because I couldn't call them. And they were like, how do you like to pay? I'm like, it's 6/23. That's the due date. So I'm fine. To the point where even in text, she was like, oh, you late on your bill. I'm like, it's not 6/23. Meanwhile, you guys don't know this about me, but I do have little panic attacks, right? Because everything should go right. And every time I'm delayed with a client, it puts the other client delayed. I'm worried if they got something to do. So inside, I'm like, outside, I'm all chill and like, I don't care. But inside, I was like, I can't believe this is happening. And then I'm like, if something happens and I need the cops, like, what the fuck?
I know. I did actually wanted to schedule for next week, but then I'm like, you know what the hell?
Oh, I didn't even get that message.
Is calling me.
I didn't even get that message. If you sent that as a text, it never came through. So that means this was meant to be.
Yeah, you see, it's working. He's working. You know, God is working.
God is working. So what you got? What do you want to know?
I have a series of questions, but
Go for it.
I definitely do want to have like a general reading.
Okay.
That's basically a general reading.
Okay, so we're going to start out as a general reading, but you're saying you might have some questions.
Right.
Okay, please, God, talk to me. Talk to me about Tiffany. Please allow me to see anything and everything, and I'm going to take you, that you would like for me to see. Tiffany's your child. She's your love. She's your beloved, Father God. Please authorize me to see and say what you would like for me to say and see. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name I pray. One more. Something is kind of hiding. Amen. Whew. Amen. Amen. All right, let's get this party started. There's something about you that you're keeping secret, right? And you're thinking hard on it, and you're gonna speak on it. But right now, you're just cloaked in secrecy, okay? And you're just watching your movements. You're watching what your movements could be, right? You are very clear-headed, though, about your intentions, all right? You just have some concerns on if you speak on it, how will it be perceived? But the bottom line is, Tiffany, you're looking, and this is not a selfish thing, you are looking for fulfillment. You are looking for self-fulfillment, and you're looking to find out where spirituality and money collide for you, right? But there is a weird entanglement. And this has nothing to do with relationships per se. Like, I'm not saying you're like Jada Pickett in an entanglement, but whatever this decision is that you need to make, you want to do it with love. You want to do it the right way, okay? But it involves money, it involves spirituality, it involves, it's kind of like, which way do I go? But then also it's like, but I might turn left, I might turn right. Like, all of a sudden you thought you were going to do something. It's like, maybe I'll do this instead. But it's all thinking, right? Everything begins with a thought, and that's where you're at. You're thinking. But the thought is becoming stronger. All right? Okay. So what I'm getting after this is it's emotional cleansing. That, Tiffany, you have to do what's best for you.
Right.
And that may involve like a baptism. That may involve, that may involve like baptism by water, right? To live near water. But there's some sadness here, right? Her face is not like, she's not happy, right? But this person is confidently thinking, right? But this person, as she begins to move and make steps, all of a sudden, she's not so happy anymore. All right? But she's naked, she's exposed, she is, hold on a second. Okay, she's naked, she's exposed, she's unsure of herself. And this isn't eternal, it's my movements. All right? But you're bored. You're bored. Whatever's going on, it's not enough. Whatever's going on, there's more. Right. It's not enough. And whatever decision you make, it will be groundbreaking. So, you know.
It definitely is resonating with me.
Good.
It's definitely like last night, and it's crazy because last night I had a dream.
Yeah.
And I was trying to decipher what it was.
Yeah.
So I was on an escalator, and ahead of me was my mother.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like she had trouble getting off of the escalator.
Oh.
And I was like literally trying to guide her up the escalator. But then at one part, like we went up the escalator, we went on the floor, then we went back on another escalator. So this happened 3 times. And then after that, it was like a stairs that appeared. And it kind of reminded me of the stairs of the Ace of Swords card.
Yeah.
But it was like I had to go down the stairs. And she was already down the stairs. So it was a lot, like, I got up and I'm like, what was that all about?
Yeah. I mean, it sounds to me, whatever you're about to do, you know, can she follow you? Does she want to? Like, you know what I mean? There might be a need for some realistic talks.
Right.
Okay? Because whatever you're preparing for, you're a mum about it, right? You're not 100% clear, or you've decided to make a left turn, but you're not telling anybody. And you're going to make a decision. And then I feel like, based upon your dream and based upon what I'm saying, that your mom is going to say, I don't know if I can walk with you.
Right.
And then here comes a decision about, you know, emotional cleansing. But what comes with it is rejuvenation. But, you know, you're naked, you're exposed. You might be alone. And this is a future card. And then I get the waiting game. And this person is waiting for something specific. Something needs to grow or be built. All right. And then the decision will be made better. So I think you got about a year before the decision is made. I also think the decision is going to be thrust upon you, right? So for me, I think you're having a human experience and you're trying to do normal things, right? But because the world is changing, and the world is changing so rapidly, that I think you're going to have a eureka moment. And I think it's going to be like, oh, I know what I want to do now. And a decision will just be made. I would just say, as you're contemplating, whatever you're contemplating, prepare your mom. So you prepare her so she can prepare herself if she wants to follow you, or you prepare her so she could prepare herself that maybe it's time for the two of you to separate.
Yeah.
Either way, it's sad for somebody.
I mean, I get exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
I have been contemplating that it's time for us to move forward. And it feels like I'm on this long, bumpy road. And I just, you know, I do need to just things move along.
Someone's like, I feel sorry for this caller. No, 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 no. This isn't about sorrow. This is about making independent choices. And we all.
I mean, I understand that. I just.
Yeah. We all
there's
have.
a lot that happened for the few months, so.
Yeah. I got you. I got you. I got you. I'm not asking you to justify anything today. I think you're just leading to some independent structural changes, but it's real structure. It's not like, across the street. It's real.
Yeah.
So what I would say to you, though, is speak out loud. And it's okay if you're sounding a little crazy, right?
Right.
But you're only going to talk to your mom. So who cares?
Yeah.
And it's time to say, I think maybe this. I think maybe that. Just speak it out loud. All right?
Right.
At some point, your mom is going to ignore you. But then you're going to go back and say, Mom, I've been talking about this. How could you not hear me?
Right.
But her soul needs to be prepared. And her soul needs to be prepared with you, or she has to give you permission to just do you.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely something's coming. I pull the the Six of Swords. So definitely something's coming. Whenever I get this card, again, it mimics my Gaia card, which is, and this Six of Swords is in water, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is the one that's making some physical movements, and you're passionate about where you're going. It's just, can everybody follow you?
Right.
So it's more sad than happy. And yet you're passionate about your movements. So it's like, it kind of has to be done.
Right.
All right. And the Six of Swords, because Tiffany has invested in my tarot class. She's very good, by the way, at tarot readings as well. This is at Tiffany Intuition that's calling in. And her gift is the crystals, but she's really, really good at the cards as well. And so the Six of Swords, like, she packed a bag. She packed a bag. She got to go. All right. But Angel got you. Angel got you.
Okay.
So now I get the Nine of Wands. There's some defensive stance that you need to take, where it might be like, from anybody, what the hell are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
So for one person with your mom, it might be emotional. For another person, it's like, what are you talking about?
Right.
And notice that the gate is broken in my deck, right? And you can't build upon this gate. This isn't a gate that, like, the weather tested this gate. And so this is something that has to be torn away. And the reason why you're taking a stand is because you have to create something new.
Right.
This is weathered down. This gate is about emotions, and it's weathered down. It's beaten down. It's like, it's too much. It's too much. And you can't repair this gate, right? I'm using metaphors, right? You can't repair this gate. It's broken. And so, she's holding on to a part of the past, though. She is. So she found the biggest, strongest part of her past that she will hold on to. But the light at the end, the light at the end is God. And like the Bethlehem star, you have to follow the light of God.
Right.
I know I'm being all dramatic, but I love being dramatic.
No. I love when you become dramatic.
Right. I'm all overly dramatic. But this is, the Ace of Wands represents new beginnings, new thoughts, new beginnings. All right. The possibility and the probability is endless. This is creative new, by the way. This is the start of everything new, mostly creative. All right. All right. There's somebody that has to be in the past at this stage of the game, King of Pentacles. All right. Because this newness belongs just to you. But as you make these changes, right? The Two of Wands tells me that, it is a waiting game. That's what the Two of Wands literally means. And then you literally got the waiting game in another deck. But I think the waiting game is to prepare you. And don't be surprised if these changes occur from a worldly place. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if it involves other worlds from a worldly place. And that includes your business. That includes your business coming from a worldly place. All right?
Right.
But there is good news with everything that you're going to consider. There's good news. There's financial security that's going to happen here. And it'll be bubbling with the ability to create whatever you need financially. So don't operate in fear.
Right.
The one thing I think that you're going to have to figure out is time.
Yeah.
And
I really and truly, I agree with you with the time. I've been sitting here, it feels like I've been sitting here for too long, and going back to what you said before about me being bored, it feels like I'm just sitting down not doing anything. That's how I feel.
Yeah. That makes sense to me, though. Like, that's an authentic feeling for you.
Right.
Even though I know how busy you are.
Yeah. It feels like I'm just not doing anything. Like, time is just moving too fast, but I'm sitting here not doing anything. But realistically, I am doing things.
You are.
It just don't feel that way because I feel like I haven't really fulfilled, I guess I would say, my destiny. Or I haven't really had that self-fulfillment in everything, in all areas of my life.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like I'm just sitting there not doing anything.
I think what you're trying to say is contentment.
Yes.
And because you are struggling with what that looks like, trust and believe you're going to get there. The fact that you're uncomfortable is a damn good thing. Because then that tells me you're not going to stay stuck there. You might be confused. You might be like, well, what about time? Like, you might have other issues, but you won't stay there in boredom and discontent. Like, what you're trying to achieve is contentment.
Right.
And contentment in all areas. So that means you just want a loving man, your business, you want peace. You don't want to struggle to find a man anymore. You don't want to struggle to do, like, you just want it all to come together now.
Yeah.
And it will.
Yeah.
It will. So with that being said, I do see a man here. And the only way he's going to get through to you, Tiffany, is if he cracks the code inside your brain. So when you get that guy that you cannot stop thinking about, he's the one. And he's coming, but he's coming by way of your brain. That means your interest, he will be interested in. If he is not already in the business, because my Knight of Pentacles for me is a work card. So you're going to meet him around what you do for a living. Or because of what, maybe because of what you do for a living.
Right.
All right. And he has his own creativity, his own desires. So you guys aren't even going to step on each other's toes. He's just going to get you by way of your creativity. And he's going to have his own thing. If it's not music, I feel like there's something very ethnic about this guy. And not just black, I mean ethnic. Right? Music is here. He's at peace, by the way. He's content. So when you meet him, I think you're going to say to him, man, I just want to be just like you. I want to be you. Not you do what he does, but you happy and not caring. You know? I don't think this guy is coming along initially as romance. I think you meet him and you become intrigued by his styling, how he operates. All right? And I think it's a slow buildup before you even recognize him or vice versa. But I feel like you meet him and then he goes away. And then like you come back together. But I feel like you come back together because of him. And when you come back together, this is a person that you can honestly build with. But it's going to be interesting to see what all this looks like, because the other thing is he may not be where you are.
Spiritually?
Physically.
Physically?
Mm-hmm.
Like physically?
Like not in New York City.
Oh.
So sometimes when I get this card, he could be African based.
Right.
You know, or maybe have some immigrant based issues. You know?
Right.
But you're going to meet him where you're at. You're going to meet him because of work. So that's going to be interesting too, because you
That is interesting.
Yeah, because you kind of shit all over.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That is so true. Like the funny thing is, I've always thought that I was gonna meet someone because of the business. Like, I don't think like I would meet someone just randomly outside. I don't do online dating. So I'm like, maybe this person is someone that's from, you know, New York, but I have a feeling that he's not from New York.
I think that's what I'm getting to, that he is not from New York. But what I do want to say is, don't worry about him coming, right?
Right.
You have other things to consider.
Yeah, I do. I do. I think I even mentioned I want to go back to school.
Yeah.
It's like you said, the contentment.
Yes.
I just feel like maybe I should do this and then do this too, because I'm just sitting here and I can't, I don't like the feeling.
Well, what you might be feeling change in advance.
Right.
So sometimes, you know, when you're metaphysical, Tiffany, you know, we can stand with God and we could be like, oh God, I see it, right? I see it. And then God goes, oh, relax, right? And a good example is coming to the Caribbean here, right? Where I was like, I see it, God. I know and I see it. And God said, oh, relax. And I was like, okay, so what you want me to do? And who knew the COVID was coming, right? Right, Tiffany? Who knew the world was going to change? And so that meant I could only sit back and watch Caribbean Life on HGTV, you know, from my bedroom, 10 o'clock at night. That was the most God was going to give me.
Right.
And that was 2 years ago. Right. And so when the time finally came, what I made sure I did, Tiffany, in the time frame that I'm waiting for God to say, girl, you got to go, right? I made sure I did my work, right? So I made sure I was metaphysically strong. I made sure I started teaching. I made sure I started making herbs. Like I was really vested in, well, if I'm going to be stuck here, you know I can still do work here. Instead of thinking, I'm getting bored and I want my life to change. It will. But God got jokes.
Yes, you do. Yes. Yes.
And you could see it. You're like, God, I'm standing right next to you. I get it. And God's like, oh, you get your girl, you good. And then he's like, sit down and wait. And you're like, no, you and I are one. We're a team. And he's like, oh, we are. But I have plans for you. And if you jump out too soon, you're going to fail. So could you do what you do best, right? So that means at Tiffany Intuition, do your business at its best, right?
Right.
Do it like it's the back of your head. Do it like you could touch a stone. Where's my stones at? I love my babies. This is Howlite. Do it like you could touch a stone. You could be like Howlite. Like, do your business. Take care of the living baby that you have, right? Get him what he needs, right? And we know, you know, the issues that go on in the, you know, public school systems, but get him what he needs, right? And don't worry too much about the future, because the future is here. You just do a little bit more of your metaphysical gifts, whatever that looks like. You know, if you want to go back to school, do it.
Right.
Offer that up to yourself. Because as you're staying busy, your life will change. And someone gave me this advice too, right? I'm not like a Monique that's going to call out Patti LaBelle on some bullshit. No, someone said to me when I was having trouble with my son and I was doing readings, and she was my mentor, and she said, do your job. Get to know your job. I was a psychic. I was so pissed at her, Tiffany. I was like, I'm the best psychic here. I was so pissed at her. But as it turned out, thank God I never disrespected her, and she has since passed on. But there was so much I didn't know, Tiffany. I didn't know about my Oishas. I didn't know about the pagan culture. I didn't know that Christian stole pagan. I didn't know about the mundane world. There were so many things. I had to learn everything, like Lamar's going through Cleopatra and Isis. I had to learn all of that. And I took classes with the Green Man store, which they do classes now on Zoom, for 2 years. Before I invested in Orishas and deities and how all of that was taken away, all of a sudden it clicked. I had to learn the pagan world to come back to the African world to understand nobody gets to take this away from me. I did that while I was born. Because my mentor said, you got work to do. And my black ass thought I was the best out there. I wasn't shit. But I did the work. So go back to school. Do whatever it takes. If you need a school to go to, I'll send you a .com. But do something more consistently and more. And again, until you're the master at your game, whatever the master looks like to you. Because you're going to get there. I'm not worried about you, Tiffany. You're going to make all the sacrifices you need to make, even if this is a sacrifice to move beyond. This is a sacrifice knowing exactly what you're doing. And this is a sacrifice understanding how you're going to handle all your income, right? The Six of Pentacles is actually a really good card because it means I'm hella cheap. I act like I'm cheap. I don't spend no money on anything. And yet, I got money in the bank. You won't know it.
My mom has that syndrome.
I love that.
I got that from her.
I love that. But whatever you're about to do, love is going to show up where you're operating. All right? The Tower card is going to show up here, which I think is interesting, the Tower card, because I think when it's time for you to make a move, I think someone is going to influence it. I think you're going to be like, fuck this, I'm out. Because the Tower card.
You said the Tower?
Yes.
And you know what's so funny? It's crazy because I think you had listed 3 cards.
Mm-hmm.
And mind you, for the past month, I've been wanting to do the Wednesday live reading.
Oh, wow.
But in my mind, it functions somehow that I'm going to have 3 cards. One of them is the Tower.
Mm.
And the 2, well, I remember the Tower, and I did remember the 10 of Pentacles, I believe. I don't know if you pulled that one, but I can remember the 3rd one.
But I can respect
but
the 10 of Pentacles.
3,
Mm-hmm.
and that was in my mind for a whole month.
Yeah.
And you pulled those.
Well, here's the thing. You know, before I took this vacation, I got a reading with Lamar Townsend, right?
Yeah.
And I think I got a reading in the group too. And a couple of people in the group mentioned the Tower, right? And so I waited a few weeks, and then I got a reading from Lamar, and he too mentioned the tower. And I get the tower now that I'm here. I get it. Like, everything is not what it seems. And it means to, make a structural change in your belief system. Right? So I feel like I've walked into the tower, even though Lamar's like, it's not going to be bad. Like, I get that. And I think it's not bad. And I think I'm lucky. I didn't know what God was doing when he said, get an Airbnb over a hotel experience, because that's all inclusive. So there's a lie there when it's touristy, right? So I'm not having a tourist experience. I'm literally walking the land of the peoples. And it's not so pretty.
Right.
It's not that
And
pretty.
I believe, like, in my heart, it's not something, to me, when I see it, and especially when it's something dealing with my life, I don't see it as a situation where it's just, the end. I see it as it needs to be done in order for the blessings, in order for the opportunities to arise. That's just how I see it.
And I have to say, you're absolutely right, because what I got is the Two of Cups. So whatever this is, you're not doing this alone. And then I get the Tower. And then I get Judgment. And Judgment is one of my favorite cards because that is Eureka. That is contentment.
That's, the karma.
That's the karma card.
Is that the karma?
Yes,
Okay,
yes. But if you look at it from the light seers, like, it's your soul elated. You've arrived, right? But that doesn't happen until everything is literally stripped. So this is a card of you can't go home again. And I think that's what Lamar was trying to tell me as well, even though I like panicking. I like that Tower, but he explained it well, but I didn't believe it. I didn't want to believe it. And so, right? I didn't want to, like, Tower. I know what Tower is. Tower ain't good. But Tower, in your case, to sum it up, is rebirth. It's the end of a phase of life and looking past on it and thinking, I could have done this different. I could have done that different. However, I came through with my education. And so when you step on new ground with your man, right? Everything gets rebirth. It's a new you. And I like that, right? Like, one of the things that I had a problem with when Monique was talking is, don't take the woman out of me. Whatever you think you're doing, when you want to tap somebody on their shoulder, like, I grew to a certain place. And it was hella hard getting here. And when you get to a certain place in your life, you feel your rebirth. You feel your confidence. You feel you're cocky. Because it's whatever got you there, no one can ever take away, ever again. Your history, your knowledge, your wherewithal thou in any particular point in your life, your mothering, your crystals, your family. No one can take anything from you because I've walked the walk. I'm a woman now. And that is the rebirth. There's not a family member today. Like, my mama's passed, but No one can tell me anything at this stage of the game. Anything. Like, I'm a woman.
Right.
That's what's going to happen. And so when you're bored and you're discontent and, what am I doing? You're working. You're working at becoming a woman. You're resurrecting that part of you that listens to others. But
Definitely.
It's renewal and it's evaluation. Nothing's better, Tiffany, when you can look back on your life and realize that you've made it. Nothing's better. And when I say made it, I'm not talking about a Mercedes. I'm talking about made it because your soul is complete. Because you're so happy. You're content, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a goofy ass chick, but I like being goofy. And no one can take that from me. Breaking with convention, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Not towing the line, right? I'm a crystal dealer. I don't know if you want to be called that, but I deal crystals.
I'm a crystal pusher.
Crystal pusher, right? See? You got a sense of humor, see? You got to have that. If you're going to play with me, you got to have a sense of humor.
Oh, hell yeah.
But it's transformation. It's healing. Tiffany, if you don't heal, how do you heal others?
Amen.
Amen. Any legal decisions will go your way. And the way I'm going to say it is like, you know how rappers have their albums and they always have their freshman album, right? And then they get down to their graduation album, like their fourth album. It's like, man.
Yeah, like their senior album.
The senior album, like, I did it. I got to my fourth album. And this is like a milestone, right? You're in that year, Tiffany. You're in that year of graduating.
Yeah.
So add something else.
Sophomore year.
Sophomore year. So add something else to it while you're still trying to figure out who you are. The biggest gift God could give you is the ability to figure out who you are, and then you figure it out too. So, any questions, or did I answer everything?
You answered everything. I do want to say one thing though. I don't know. I think it is Mercury retrograde because I've been having a lot of stomach issues. I don't know what is going on, but it seems as if anytime there's a retrograde going on, like my stomach really hurts.
Huh.
Yeah, like, and I'm like, is it really that, or is it something else?
Well, there could be a couple of things because retrogrades are energy, right?
Yeah.
So I think you're going to have to start watching what you're eating first of all.
Yeah.
Because it's heightened at the retrograde, right? But stomach is what solar plex? Solar?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's the power chakra. So that's involving manifestation.
Right. But I see it a little differently. So I know we talk a lot about, babies, and I definitely think if there's another baby coming through, I think, again, you have some prep work to help your body so that the baby's not eating a bunch of junk.
Right. Yeah. Wait, hold up. You said another baby?
Yes. But I think your body is trying to tell you something. So I'm not saying the baby's coming today. I'm saying that what I think you're going to need to do is start listening to your body. Because if you wait until the baby comes to listen to your body, you're going to feed the baby crap. The baby doesn't want it. Right now. Like, I went to go see.
That's to start.
You start now.
Basically preparing my body in a sense where cut out the junk. Because I've always, and I think I've always centered my life around changing, especially health-wise, when it comes to the things that we eat, the things that, you know, obviously the government wants to feed you.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I've been doing a lot of research, especially with what I'm going through, which is PCOS. And before, I never thought that I would ever get pregnant. Because the doctor told me it would be harder for me to get pregnant. But then me meeting my son's father, of us only dating for like 6 months, it just happened like
That's
that.
Right.
And I could remember around the time I stopped eating a lot of dairy food and I stopped eating carbs. I went to the gym and I was drinking a lot of water. And I think that's what really contributed to, you know, the fertility percentage to go up.
Yes.
So it makes sense, yeah.
Yeah. And I already know that you are heavily invested in, you know, the products that we put in our foods. Like, I know you are. So PCOS is fibroids, first of all. Second of all, I would definitely go back to my doctor to see where my fibroids are at.
Right. Well, so the last time I did, it was, and I did make an appointment. I'm supposed to go next week. So what happened last year, they checked me out and they said that they've seen some abnormalcy as far as my ovaries is concerned. But because of the COVID, because this happened around February, March.
Got it.
And next thing you know, the week later, we couldn't go to school, couldn't go anywhere. So I was supposed to go and do a biopsy, and it never happened.
That's a good thing. I'm glad you didn't get cut open during the COVID, right?
Right.
But okay. So what I have here is time, right? And time is your best friend, right? And the fact that you got the first miracle baby out, most people, if you get the first out with PCOS, you can get a second out. I think the reason why you didn't get a second out is because there were intimacy issues.
Right.
Okay? So I don't want you to believe that the same things are going to occur, right? But we're talking about Mercury retrograde and why does my body act a certain way during retrograde? And the way I got it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is that your body wants you to prepare for a baby coming instead of believing that a baby cannot come, even if there are some abnormalities. I got you. Go do what you need to do. You have an appointment next week. Go back and reinvest. I'm the type of person, do doctor first. Look at your body, look at the fibroids, look at your ovaries. All right? No matter how you slice it, you got 2 ovaries. That's the bottom line.
Right, yeah.
Okay. Look at your fibroids, make sure nothing's growing. And then I think your body is saying, we need you, and we need you to be here. And unless you recognize that, we will continuously attack you. You know me, I have issues with chemicals, and it kills me. But metaphysical people have problems with food.
Like, I mean, I know with the whole sugar thing, because I get it, because since Sunday, I stopped eating candy now. I don't know what it is, but I just completely stopped. Like, I got up Sunday, and it said, you gotta stop. So I stopped.
Wow.
And now I have, like, acne. I don't know
Let the acne,
what it is.
but you're getting sugar out your system. So the acne is responding to the sugar being released from your body.
Right.
All right.
But I remember you did say there's a correlation between sugar and the lack of love.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
But what is you did say something about food just now.
Yeah.
Why is that we're so into food?
See, here's my belief system, right? Metaphysical people are not human. We're 50% something else. We're having a human experience.
Right.
So we might have woken up mentally, but because we've been having a human experience, we've been feeding our bodies the terrible food that's being presented to us, even culturally, right? The supermarkets don't represent healthy eating for us. And so, I'm sorry, I like to go to McDonald's. I'm sorry, but I can't.
Yeah.
And if I do, I know that I'm going to have a reaction. I know it. So I can only tolerate it, if I eat it once every 3 months. But I can't do a McDonald's every day because it's the closest thing coming home from work, right? Which is what most people do. It's easier to get in the drive-through, get your kids some, Happy Meal, and at least they're fed, right? And I'm pretty sure your mama did that to you because she didn't know better. It's just that when you wake up, the mind is the first to wake up. The body has to follow, but it can only follow if you're not doing right by your body. And if you're not doing right by your body starts to break down. And it's hard to listen to your body because you don't know that it's a metaphysical thing that's happening. And doctors don't help. You're going to go see a gynecologist, but regular doctors, they don't help. They're like, well, stop eating. And it's like, if you only knew.
Yeah,
right.
My doctor said that, because, I'm a little bit overweight. Well, not a little bit, I'm a lot overweight. But she told me that I can be on a prescription drug. And I'm like, what?
Fuck no.
Why would I start taking drugs now? Like, what? Like, I didn't understand that. I'm like, everything is healthy. Why would I do that to my system?
Oh my God. See, but that's the human experience that's out there. That's what's available to us out there. But we have to learn to say, okay, body, I hear you. I hear that you want me to eat vegetables 3 times a day. I hear you. I don't like it, right? Argue with your body. I don't like it. And then do it anyway. Here's what I found out, Tiffany. If I starve myself enough, I'll eat vegetables. Right. When I got here, it's not a long story. I did not eat for like 24 hours. It's a long story. And one of the guys.
What did you eat down there so far?
Well, I had the oxtails first, and that was my first meal in 24 hours. And so.
But nothing happened to you? Like, no.
What was supposed
Because I think over there they have fresher food. Yeah,
but here's what I was trying to tell you is that when I went to the local supermarket that I could walk to, because I still don't have a car. I was supposed to get a car today, but the internet screwed up, so I'm not even trying to get a car today. I'm way too tired for all this. And I was going to say something. So when I walked to the supermarket, I told myself right away, I said, eat vegetables. I knew it. I don't want to acclimate to a new environment, and vegetables are always safe. So I had the oxtails the other day. That's enough. Beyond that, I've been cooking vegetables. So I just mixed California broccoli, cauliflower, and okra and seasoned the hell out of it, added some gravy. Later, I went and got some sausage the next day because I love sausage. And let me tell you something, this sausage is fat. You see this fat, you know, it's different, the sausage. But kiwi and lemons are like tiny little pungent of a thing. Go figure. And so I've been, you know, safeguarding my food. I got lettuce to eat salad, you know, because I don't have a car, so I can't get to the local restaurant. Maybe Tiffany.
Oh, no, I know. I did tell you go to the other town. Because, I mean, if you really want to do the beach, and there's like this, it's not a hotel.
You wanted me to go to
it's a
Frederickstead? You wanted me to go to Frederickstead?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's cottages by the sea, right? It's called that. You can go on the website. So they went there, and it's really beautiful. It's really beautiful. You actually see the lizards crawling on the sand, like just running along.
There's lizards here, and I was like, what? And they're so fat. I'm like, what do you people eat? Here I am starving, and you guys are like living it up. Like, what are you eating? But my point to you is, because I'm in a new environment, I immediately got scared. I ate rice, which I'm not supposed to eat. I had oxtails, which I can eat, but not the rice. And so I was like, right after that, I was like, no, cut it down. So I've been monitoring my food, rationing my food, and eating vegetables and mostly salad. Now I cheated yesterday,
I
and
know down there they must have callaloo down there. I know they have that. And also, if you like sawfish, get some sawfish with Johnny cake.
Oh, I heard. I had Johnny cake once before in another country.
In Guyana, we don't call it Johnny cake. We call it bake.
Yes.
And sawfish. Yeah. But over there, I know they call it Johnny cake.
They call it Johnny cake. But I actually had Johnny cake in Barbados. And it's good. It's all good.
It's carb,
yeah. But yeah, and I have to be really, but I did buy some bread, but I did buy rye bread. You know, I brought some eggs. Okay, getting off of me. My point to you is, because I know my body reacts terribly, I can't afford to go to a doctor down here. And so I know I'm safe with vegetables. What I'm trying to say to you is, you're a metaphysical person. So you're asking the why? And it's like, stop asking why and fix it. The whys aren't going to work for you anymore. Why am I different? Because you are. And because this baby doesn't want a body that's been insulted with chemicals. It can't survive. All right. My granddaughter, who just turned 2, refuses to eat meat.
Really?
Yes. What is that?
Wow.
Right. And now that we think about it, neither did Ezra. Now that we think about it, neither did Ezra. Ezra's eating meat now, but he was a picky eater too. And so these kids are coming out different. And the way I'm getting it, they don't even want to come in unless you do better by them.
Wow.
So, you know, again, you have a lot of time right now. Boredom is not your friend. Do something. Figure out the diet that works for you. And I don't mean dieting. I mean feeding your body. Because we got to get this baby here. You know, God, one miracle begots another miracle.
Yeah. That is so true. I think I told you, let me not say I wasn't. there was a purpose for me to be here on this earth.
That's right.
Because my mom, you know, she tied her tubes after my brother. And here I am.
So that means you're a miracle, and so a miracle made a miracle.
Right.
Damn, girl. There is God. And that's a beautiful story. There is God. All right.
Look at your final outcome here. This is interesting. Hold on.
It's joy and contentment.
Wow.
Joy and contentment. Oh, where the hell is the book now? Oh, here it is. And her hands are down, and she's relaxed, and she is her own angel, right? She trusts herself. So, listen to this, Tiffany. Be here now. Enjoy the present moment and all the positive experiences that have unfolded and that are continuing to unfold. A wave of contentment is washing over your life. Contentment is about taking time to reflect on your situation. Enjoy the moment and trust that you are being guided. Your angel team is encouraging you to follow your heart. Do what makes your heart and soul sings. That's what I did, Tiffany. You know, I just wanted to do tarot. I just wanted to help people. And I wouldn't let anybody call me out my face. I did it anyway, as they were calling me out my face. Do what makes you smile and dance and rejoice in the glory of life. Your angel guide is encouraging you to live your life joyfully. Know that your ultimate purpose is to live joyfully, and through the expressions of your joy, you will reach a state of bliss and contentment. Happiness
so beautiful.
Right? Happiness.
All I see was the sun card.
Yeah, it mimics the sun card, right? Good job. Good job. See, it absolutely mimics the sun card. Happiness is the key to inner peace. Happiness is. And you are being given an opportunity to experience happiness. Don't let that pass you by. You know what I've learned to say in the COVID? You know what I've learned to say? I've learned to say, I'm happy. It doesn't mean everybody else isn't happy. Doesn't mean 500, 600,000 people didn't die. I said, I'm happy. And I said it to God. Like, you're just like finishing a reading, and then you just kind of sit there and you're like, I'm happy. And you just keep saying it until it's real, right? Because people are afraid to be happy. Right?
Absolutely.
Girl, if you ain't died during the COVID, it's okay to be happy. Anybody that didn't die during the COVID, choose happiness.
Should be happy, right?
Should be happy. Right.
It's so true.
I know, it's so true. All right, let me get up out of here, Tiffany. I'll send you the
Thank
copy
you so
of the
much,
card
Tracy.
to your
Thank
phone.
you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. It's a pleasure, sweetie. All right, keep me posted.
All right, well, of course.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Terica. Oh. Ooh, 12 noon. Okay. All right, got another call coming in. Let me see if I can operate a little better here. Nope, that's not going to work. Damn it. All right, that's not going to work. Oh, I see what happened. Hi, this is Tracy. Hi. Oh, wait, don't. Hold on a second.
Hello?
Hi, this is Tracy. How are you? I'm so sorry. This is taking forever today. I'm so sorry. And let me tell you, I feel your pain because I was trying to get a car today. Oh, don't drop, don't drop. And that is not going to happen today. I don't even care at this point. At this point, I don't care. So give me 1 second. I'm trying to charge my my thing. Hold on a second. See if I can charge it. There. Okay. Why is it not going through though? All right, fuck it. All right. This isn't working. Is it both not working? Let's see if I can get this. All right. All right. Well, I'm just having problems today. So what can you do? So how can I help you? What's your name, first of all?
I can hear you, but it sounds like you're far away.
Okay, but I can hear you, so don't worry too much. What's your name?
Oh, Danielle is Donyel.
Oh, Danielle. Yes, yes, yes. How are you, Danielle?
I'm fine.
Danielle, do you realize that this is on live? Just want to make sure you're clear.
Okay.
Are you okay with it being live?
Yes, ma'am, that's fine.
Okay, good. So tell me what's going on.
I lied.
Right. Use big girl words. Let's go with some big girl words. What's
It's just a lot going on with immediate family-wise.
uh-huh.
I'm trying to see my business.
Okay, you're trying to create your own business right now.
I'm sorry?
You're trying to create your own business right now.
Yes.
Okay. And do you want to see what that looks like for you? Give me a question, and don't be shy. Don't be shy. Let's get down and dirty here. Give me a question that you really want to deal with. Give me a question that you really want to deal with.
Give you a question that I really want to know.
Yes.
Am I doing right by staying away from my family?
Oh, that's an interesting question. Let's take a look at that. Please, God, talk to me. Talk to me about Danielle. Please allow me to see anything and everything that you would like for me to see. Danielle is your child. She's your love. She is your beloved. Please, Father God, authorize me to see and say what you would like for me to say and see. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name I pray. Amen. 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 All right, let's take a look. Are you okay with staying away from your family members? All right. The first thing I'm getting is transformation, creativity, wholeness. There is something that you're feeling better about by staying away. Emotionally, it feels better, even though there are different waves of blue and green. Blue means I'm emotionally okay with this decision, and green means there are times when you are not okay with it. So it washes in and then it washes out, right? But it is about your eternal, I just broke my nail, your eternal happiness, right? What do you want? Because it can only be about you, even if it looks selfish to others. Because this is DNA, right? This is DNA, right? This is the sun that radiates, and this is the rainbow, right? If DNA doesn't come in a form of sunlight that's healthy and protective for you to acclimatize yourself to your full potential of reaching the rainbow, but instead shows up like the sun that can burn, then you can never get to that rainbow because they don't want you to get there. That's the highest place. But who is the sun? Because it looks like DNA decides whether or not they are the sun in your life, good or bad. When you have to decide that you are your own creator and that you are co-creating with God, and that I can do what I want to achieve what I need to do to get to this rainbow. Staying away is healing right now. And you've got a lot of healing to do. Do they want you to heal? Do you know if they want you to heal your family? What are you feeling?
I can hear you, but it's kind of muffled.
Okay. Hold on. Hold on. I said, do they want you to heal?
You said, do they want me to heal?
Right. Do they want you to heal?
I don't think so.
Right. Right. Yet, staying away is healing. Do you understand how this works now?
Yes.
So you're questioning something that it's okay not to question anymore. Because spirit needs you to heal. Do you understand that? But even as you said, you're wavering. The question is it okay to stay from your family? The answer is yes. Because you've got things to plan and you've got things to do and you need patience. But that is something that only you can provide, patience.
Right. And I feel better at peace than when I stay away from them. It's chaotic when I'm around. Then Monday, my brother called me saying he was going to come and kill me. and then he called the next day and apologized. So it's like when I'm at peace when I'm not around them, but when I try my best to interact with them, you know, be cordial, it gets chaotic later.
So, if my brother threatened to kill me, he would never see me. Ever.
It's what?
Hold on a second. I got to go back and forth with you. I said, if my brother threatened to kill me, he would never see me.
Right. I guess they want to make Sonic or something, because he was like, because I had not been around him and him or a lot of my family members in years. I've talked to three of my brothers, but I have not been around him for years. So he called the next day. He was like, I have to tell my Mason brothers, you know, to, you know, leave everything alone. And then he want to apologize and want my kids to come around his kids. And I told him, okay, but in my mind, I know it's not going to happen, you know.
So let me hear. I'm cracking up right now. What does his Mason brothers have to do with your relationship with him?
Right. So if something, I don't know. I guess the issues, a lot of them is just jealous and envy. It's a lot of jealous and envy. And it's like ever since I left my mom's house when I was 12, one of my girlfriends, she's been helping me, you know, make sure I go to school, college, you know, so I actually, you know, way about how to put in my kids. And the type of other things, and well, because of my birthday was on Sunday. So when they get together, they always mention my name, and it just becomes chaotic. Like my name is chaos. Like, they don't understand, like, or if you guys did something to get a car, the things I do have, but I work on business, and it's like, it's just like they want you to recognize I need them. So anything I, you know, flourish away from them, I've been doing great.
Right.
Even my other brother, you know, he's my oldest brother, but he molested me before. I forgave him. You know, I still spoke with him and everything. You know, they was all over there. They would call and cuss me out because of the car. They have nothing to do with them. Again, this is the life purchase for my daughter with my own money.
How old's your daughter? How old's your daughter?
How old is my daughter? She's 14. She'll be 15 next month.
Okay. So who did you buy the Mercedes for? I'm just being nosy now. Who did you buy the Mercedes for? I'm just being nosy. I'm just curious.
I bought it for her because I moved.
Oh, no. You have more than one daughter?
Well, yeah, I have 3 daughters, but she's the oldest.
Oh, so you brought the Mercedes for your oldest child.
Right, she's 14. She's 15 next month.
Okay, let's start over because you're driving me crazy at this point. Wait, let's start over. I just need some clarity because I'm worried now, right?
Okay.
Your oldest daughter is how old?
She's 14.
Okay, she's 14. And you brought your oldest daughter a Mercedes?
Correct.
And where do you live?
What state I live?
Yeah.
I'm in, I
And so kids can drive at 14 in Houston?
But she's getting a permit.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But in any case, I just needed clarification on the 14 and the BMW or the Mercedes. I got a little confused. In any case, people have a problem with you buying your daughter a Mercedes. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, I don't think it's the problem. I think it's just a lot of jealousy and envy. I think because my oldest niece, the brother who was gonna come to my house a couple of days ago, his daughter is turning 18 and they had not bought her a car. So I think it's just when they get drunk and then they just have a lot of stuff to say, and then it's just, I don't know.
Yeah. There's a couple of things going on here that you need to be concerned about, right? Sometimes when we know we come from an effed up family, right? Sometimes by design, unconsciously, we do want to show our family that I'm above you. I'm above you and I made it. And booyah, in your face, that's how I made it, right? Sometimes you have to know who you come from. Seriously. And sometimes those people, you don't shove nothing in their face. Do you understand?
Right.
God has this thing in the Bible where he goes, I got your back unless you dash your foot against the stone, right? So God's like, girl, I got you. You got enough money to buy your daughter what you want. I got you. Don't take your foot and kick people with it. No, it's okay. We're just talking at the same time. There might be a side of you that want to invest in jealousy. Right? Because you made it, because you want to show them, I don't need you. But I think you could do that without the extras that they don't need to know about.
Right. I think I do try to avoid it because
it was my sister's birthday. That's why they in the 20. I wasn't expecting the number there because she said her party was going to start at 3. And I tried to get there around 2:30 before anybody else got there because most of the time they always running late. So I tried to get there late, but in the midst of him,
Mm-hmm.
and that was it.
And yet somehow you ran into them. And yet somehow you ran into them. Right?
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's my fault. Hold on.
Said, and yet somehow you ran into them.
right. When I'm leaving, I ran into that
The brother, because that was it.
Have you gotten counseling?
I'm sorry.
Have you gotten counseling?
Okay, here.
Oh, that's my fault, because something's wrong
Sorry.
here. No, it's okay. It's okay. Have you gotten counseling?
Yes, I
All right. Make sure that you continuously invest in counseling. Continuously. Especially when there's molestation issues that you're trying to deal with, even if someone apologizes, right? Because if someone molested me and apologized, I know that at some point you might forgive them, right? It might be the right thing to do. But I'm not saying, like, let me do me. Hold on a second, because I'm not chastising you. What I'm saying is I would never be around my molester for my lifetime. And my children definitely would not be around them. I can forgive you, but every time I'm in your vicinity, my energy will feel you. And so a lot of what you're going through is childhood stuff that is still unresolved. Even though you forgive your brother. Okay, you forgive him. That's the Christian thing to do.
Good for you. But you should never be around that man ever again. Does that make sense?
Until you're completely healthy. But in the meantime, I got girls, I would watch my baby around anybody that I know is a known molester.
I don't let any of my kids go up there. They kiss in the night. I don't even really go there. I'm just cordial. I just try to be cordial. All of them I speak. Kids, no, they don't go spend the night at their cousin's house. I probably let them talk on the phone. That's about it. But other than that, my kids don't go over there.
No spending the night, no talking to them on the phone, none of that.
Good. I mean, the kids can come over my house, but my child would never go to anybody's house, especially a no molester.
Right. Yeah. No, I don't let them. I don't let her go. I don't let none of my kids go. I mean, if we see them, I see if he calls and asks me a question, I answer his question, and that's it. But other than, hanging out or doing any of that, no.
But in addition to one brother that molested you, is it another brother that threatened to kill you with his Mason brothers?
If you said it's another brother?
Is there another brother that threatened you?
No, it was just one. I mean, it was two of them. Both of them had something to say.
No, sweetie. No, sweetie. I want you to stay focused. The man that molested you is the same one that threatened you.
He did too. The two of them.
Which one recently threatened you?
You said which one threatened me?
Recently. Which is the one that recently threatened you?
That is a brother that I haven't seen
for about 5 years. And so I've seen him Sundays.
Hold on. Is that the same one that molested you is what I'm trying to get to?
He did too.
Yes.
Two brothers molested you?
Yes, it's two of them.
Two brothers molested you?
Correct.
Stay away from that family. Stay away. Are you doing the right thing? Abso-fucking-lutely. Stay away from this family. Stay away. You're not safe. You're chasing air by being around these people. All right? They're jealous of your money. You're right. Are they jealous? Yes. But why do I feel like they too have money?
Your phone was breaking up.
I said, why do I feel like they too have money?
Well, one of them, the one that I haven't seen in years until Sunday, his wife is a nurse, so she do have money.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I don't really know what's going on. I just know she's a nurse because me and her went to nursing school at the same time, but I ended up going. But yeah, I don't know too about him or neither one of their finances.
But they're not broke, is what I'm trying to say. They have just as much money as you do.
Right.
Okay. All right. Because it shows up here. All right. That, you know, I don't know if it's jealousy because you gave your daughter a Mercedes. I don't believe that that is what it is. I think it's easy to say that. These are childhood issues that involves someone touching you. Now, either they feel bad and you feel bad, or looking at you makes them feel bad, but that's what it comes down to. It comes down to childhood molestation. All right? I'm also getting you were vocal about this. You told someone.
Right. I mean, because I have no problem speaking about it.
I guess you know, found a way to suppress it, I guess.
Right.
So if that's how I separate myself from them, that's why I haven't seen my mom in years. I haven't seen them in years. And, you know, they call me every blue moon and I just try to, you know, longer I stay away from them, the better I'm off. And since I just suppress it, you know, I go on with life and, you know, but I don't mind speaking or, you know, saying anything about it.
But I think what I'm asking is you have spoken on it. You have spoken on it.
Right.
Okay. So what I'm getting is because you've been vocal and because you have the potential to always be vocal, that's their problem with you. It's not jealousy. You remind them of who they are. It's not jealousy. Don't use that word. It's not jealousy. You remind them of how ugly they are.
Right.
And if you haven't spoken to your mother, it's because she didn't do nothing about it when you told her. Is that true?
That's true.
And you not talking to your mother has everything to do with that. When you did tell her the molestation, that's not her fault. But when you did tell her, what did she do? And that's what you're dealing with your mother. And the reason why your brothers don't like you is because as long as you live, which is the reason why I want to kill you, he said. So, should you stay away from your family? There's no hope in these people. They're not getting counseling for being despicable men in your lives. All right? You're in pain, and they can't stand to acknowledge your pain. So you got to run to the hills. Spirit is offering you up to just, you know what? You leave these people alone. You leave them alone. You're going to be okay without all of them. And I'm sorry to say this, even your mom. And if you don't, there could be tragedy. The fact that they apologized was a trick. It wasn't that they were apologizing at all. It was a trick. So next time, you'll come to barbecue and they'll take you out next time. That's what the apology was. Okay? Time to plant new, wait, hold on a second, make sure you can hear me. Time to plant new roots. Time to consider something different has to occur from you, but it's time to plant new roots. You can't do this. You can't continuously do this. Like this stuff needs to stop today. Because I really feel you're in danger. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do.
Mm-hmm. I feel like you're wavering and questioning something though. So tell me what you're feeling. Are you having a hard time?
It's like you're far away.
Okay, tell me what you're feeling.
I mean,
So, I mean, it's like, I mean, I know that I want to stay away and
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel fine, especially when I'm away, you know, with not speaking to them, I feel fine. It's just like when they call or text, and then that's what, you know, it's upsetting. But I mean, as long as I've been staying away, I've been fine.
Mm-hmm. Are you, hold on. Are you afraid to block their numbers?
no, I've blocked the numbers.
Most of them, they don't call from their numbers. Like one of my brothers here had his girlfriend call or just ask that question. But it's not nothing like every day. It's probably something once every 6 or 7 months. So it's nothing just, oh, let me call and talk to her, or let me ask her a question or something like that. It's just every blue moon. Like I said, Sunday, that was the first time I seen them in forever.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But remember the question. No, it's okay. Remember the question. The question was, should I stay away from them? The answer is yes. Now, I don't know what your version is of every once in a while, every blue moon. The answer is stay away. Because no matter how you slice it, there's drama when all of y'all are in the same room. Right?
Yes, it is, and you know that's why I, you know, stay my distance because in the past, and I do mean a very long time ago when I, you know, did speak to them or my sister had it, Kevin, I speak to leave, but ever since probably 2004,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I just left everybody alone, Monday included, and I haven't looked back. And that's why I said ever since the longer I stay aware, don't answer their callers, I'll respond, because that's
Got to the point where I blocked their number. I didn't hear anything from nobody. I was fine.
Well, I hold on. I think Spirit wants you to remember that when you weren't around any of them, you were fine. Right? Spirit wants you to remember that. And that's what you have to live on for the rest of your life, sweetie. So it very well could be that you might have this experience away from your family for the rest of your life. I just want you to be okay with it. Because these boys are tragic. And anyone that just a few days ago said he's going to kill you will never see me. Do you understand that? So don't waver. Don't waver. Don't waver. Don't waver today. Don't waver 6 months from now. Don't waver. Like, even though the brother apologized, I would still block him. Are you kidding me? He wouldn't be able to call me back to apologize.
But see, the thing, he has to use my sister.
He is blocked. And the reason why I asked is I'm, doing this to stand away from them because after we tried to apologize by my sister's phone, I hung up in his face. She called me back and was saying that he apologized, he wanted to make amends.
So?
And I told her, I don't want no dealings. And I told him I don't want no dealings and I want to keep it like it, like we have it. That's speaking to each other at all.
Yeah.
And like I told him, I have nothing to say to nobody. Y'all don't know me and I don't know y'all. We really don't know each other.
All right. Gotcha. It's over. Right?
I'm sorry.
I said, good. I hear you. It's over. Do you understand? It's done. It's over. Make that decision today.
Yeah. I mean, I just want to make sure I was making the
Decision.
Yeah. Well, let me validate that for you. You're making the right decisions. And if you look back on this reading, I said it from the beginning, which I only pulled like 3 cards. I'm saying it in the end. And I'm trying to tell you, your brothers are tricksters. The fact that the one said he wanted to kill you on Sunday, the Tower card came up. So if you let your sister, wait, hold on a second. If you let your sister rope you into some barbecue with the family, eventually you're going to be harmed by your brother. The only reason why you are not harmed now is because you stayed away. Keep up the good work. You're doing right by yourself. Don't waver now. God gave you a warning from his own mouth. From his own mouth, God gave you a warning. The apology, don't listen to that. His mouth was the warning. Never invest in being around that brother or the other brother for that matter, or your sister. All right. And by the way, why am I getting the feeling that your sister knew? Is she older or younger?
She's younger.
All right. I'll forgive her if she's younger. It's all right. I won't beat her up if she's younger. If she was older, I would be upset. Did she know? She can't hear me. But did she know? I'm just being nosy at this point.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Did your sister know at some point?
I don't think so.
Okay, good.
Because I literally ran away when I was, 14 and I never
Were they?
You ran away at 14. Wow. Please listen to what Spirit is saying. Somebody has to run away at 14 means your family has not fixed themselves. If my brother threatened me this past Sunday, the answer to your question is barricade your door, block all your telephone numbers, block it from your sister, block it from your brothers. If something happens to your mom, tell them to send an email or something. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
But you need peace. And you need to know that it's okay to give yourself peace. You need to know that it's okay. Go with peace for thyself. All right?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Final card for you is an odd card. So let me just see what it says so I could help with what Spirit needs you to know, right? It says, if you're wondering whether to move forward or not, oh, there you go. Now it's making sense. This card is a message from your angels to continue on, continue forward. You might feel that your current situation requires more time and energy than you are able to give. And there's a good chance you are feeling disheartened or drained. It's important to know that everything involved in this situation is about your growth, your expansion, and your spiritual connection. This card invites you to switch on the light that you have inside you. It's time to be a star, time to rise up, time to get behind the wheel, time to drive the journey of your own life. Yes, energy is going to be needed to push through, but every single effort you make will pay off. Right now, you are sending out a signal, and that will create a wave that can lay the foundations for the rest of your life. Let me tell you something. No means no. Remember that. No, I will never talk to him again. No, the reason why I will never talk to him again is because he molested me. No, I will never talk to him again because he just threatened me this past Sunday. I'm good. It has to be just about you, and it has to be just about all your children. And it's okay to be selfish. Okay, you're very selfish. Okay, thank you. I've always wanted to be selfish, and now I'm there. I'm selfish because nobody looked out for you. Your angels, your ancestors, God, and Jesus has your back. Don't slap them in the face and go back and be around them for Christmas or Thanksgiving. The answer to your question is hell no. Don't ever invest with these people ever again. All right? Good. Whew. All right, honey. Get up out of here. Sorry for today's delay. It's been rough on me to be so late. And so I'm giving more to the readings than I normally do in terms of time, I mean. All right. Thank you, sweetie.
You're welcome. Thank you, and I appreciate everything.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. You know, tell you what I'm going to do. So, I had one more reading to do, but it would be irresponsible of me to take on another reading. So I'm not going to do it. It just would be irresponsible at this stage of the game. Because I don't want to rush the reading. Absolutely. Thank you. She's like, absolutely. Your energy is important, and I respect that. Oh, thank you, sweetie. Thank you. It's just the circumstances that took me out. So the internet wasn't working. I was supposed to pick up a car, And then I started the readings and I went long with both of the readings. My fault, but I wanted to give extra. The last one was, heavy because I was concerned that she wasn't hearing me. So my prayer, I'm going to text her and I'm going to be like, look at the video from the beginning. You got your answer. I could have answered this in the first 5 minutes. You're welcome. Hold on. Let me just tell her, look at the video. Re-look. Re-look. Is that a word? At the video for confirmation. That's why I started the videos on Wednesday, so someone like her can go back and look at it over and over again so she can hear the word no, 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 no. Oh my God. Life is too short for this bullshit. She does not need this shit. Nope, 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 nope. Julia, that's an excellent point, and I started to say something, but it wasn't relative to the question. But there's a whole other thing going on. You're absolutely right, Julia. And my prayer for you, Danielle, that you stay in counseling. That's my prayer for you. Because there's a lot going on, and you're an amazing woman. I can see it in the cards. But you can't have people pulling you back in the pit. You don't belong there. All right. Are you guys good? Thank you for putting up with me. I really appreciate everyone that sticks by me. So I love you. And I guess I'm not getting a car today. I don't even know if I want to at this point, but maybe I'll talk with them and get a car tomorrow. Amen and prayers for her. Exactly. Amen and prayers. I love you guys. Get going. See you.
Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live.